So I sent a tweet out a few days ago asking people to give me what they think are some ideas for some completely useless inventions. I got a fair few responses to this, and I've chosen 5 of them to mess around with today. So we're going to start off with the first one. A cap, but the front bit is a magnifying glass. In order to do this, I've chosen a random stock picture of woman with cap, and the plan is to turn her, whatever it's called. What is that called? I honestly don't care. The plan is to turn that into something that looks like glass, and then, well, I mean, if it's a magnifying glass, there's got to be extra repercussions for wearing such a thing. Okay, so I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how to turn something into glass. I'm probably going to have to recreate part of this hand behind there, so I guess I could remove it first, make it so it's not in the picture, because obviously everything behind it's got to be visible through it. I just realised I haven't said anything for about 5 minutes because I'm concentrating super hard. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. My camera's pointed a little bit too far downwards. No, upwards. So whenever I'm hunching like this, I'm like down here. Like some sort of I'm a computer gremlin. The Photoshop gremlin. Oh, when I chose to do this one, I didn't think it would be so fiddly. I didn't really consider the fact that if you're going to put glass in something, you got to try and make it see-through. This is going to be hidden behind the, I don't know, hat lintel, so it won't really matter. I'll leave it like that for now. I think, right, so considering that I'm not trying to do this perfectly, that's not too bad a job of removing the cap. But yeah, no, it's not the worst job in the world. I've done worse. So we need to add that back in, but we need to make it out of glass. How the fuck am I going to do that? So this is a random glass sculpture. And the reason I've picked this is because it's got a curve to it. Can I use this? As with most Photoshop things I do, I have literally no idea if this will work. You just keep going until it looks vaguely good. Then you say, oh, well, will the client notice? Since there isn't a client, I can do whatever I fucking want. It looks shit. Let's carry on. That's looking a little better now. I've managed to get a bit more of a curve on this, which means it's starting to look like what it's supposed to look like. So while I'm still faffing around trying to make this thing look vaguely decent, I mean, first of all, I'm going to drink some whiskey, because I have it sitting here, and why not? This is stressful work. Smooth. Somebody suggested to me in the comments of a previous video about the idea of doing live streams to try and get the watch time up on YouTube. So would joining me for photoshopping like this, like I'd get a picture or something, then people who are watching can suggest changes and things, and just sitting and doing that for a couple of hours, like, is that something people would be interested in doing? Because if it is, then I'll do that. I've been fiddling with this for way too long, like going on 40 odd minutes, so let's leave it as it is, see what I can do with the transparency, and then if I want to tweak at the end, I'll come back to it. I don't think it's looking too bad. It looks a bit more like plastic than glass on the right hand side. This looks a bit more like glass. I think because I've still got these reflections on it, and this one's kind of lost them in the amount of shit I've done to it. So there was one more thing I wanted to do to this, and I wonder if it might cover up some of the slack on this side a little bit, and that was, it was specified that the front bit, it's not just glass, it's a magnifying glass. And what happens when sunlight goes through a magnifying glass? Things burn. So, I'm very sorry to this lovely lady who's given her photo for stock purposes. I'm going to have to try and singe your face a bit. This is something I never liked doing. It's something I used to do a lot when I made dumb pictures of myself, when I tried to make myself look like scarred. He's typing in burnt skin. No, definitely. Oh my god, that is demonic as fuck. It's looking for the right level of singe. What, too much? What do we reckon? Will that do for now? I'm not sure if it's 100% evident exactly what I've done there, but hopefully people will get the picture. So the next one we got suggested was a wireless kite. Now I know what you're thinking, a wireless kite is just a kite that isn't in the air, but I thought it might be funny to take a picture of someone who's flying a kite and just make it look as depressing as possible by taking his kite and just putting it on the floor. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got another picture here of a gentleman out on the beach flying his kite. It looks like he's having so much fun. Now, the other one took me fucking ages to do. This is going to be super easy. And now what we got to do is just go and dump it on the floor next to him. Should we put it? No, I'm going to put it over here. It's more depressing if it's over here. It's funny how taking this from the sky and putting it down as the ground makes it look super fake. There we go. A sad man trying to fly a kite with no string. So a sad man who threw a kite on the floor. So this is taking me a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so I'm actually going to drop this down from 5 to 3. And I'm going to save the other ones for future videos, because every single time people submit things on Twitter for me to make, I always take all the different ones that I could envision making, and then I choose some and keep the others to one side. So they will be making a return, but for the next one of this, the one I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to make the waterproof tea bags, because that just sounds stupid as fuck. So I thought, how would you make a tea bag look waterproof? And my answer was to put it inside a bag that's made of plastic. So I've got a plastic Ziploc bag here. I've got, this is tea. It's definitely tea. Now I know what you're all thinking, but it's tea. And I got this because I wanted to match the shape, and also I want the little stringy thing. So this is actually the template I'm going to be using, is this image here. So what I need to do is replace this bag in this picture with one made of plastic. That's a shit job. You know why? Shadows. I'd be better off taking the entire this half of the picture. Although, I can't. Do I want the shadow? I think I do. That's actually quite unusual. It actually looks like a tea bag. I've already got a shadow in there, so I don't even need to worry about that. Ooh, not half bad, if I say so myself. It's not often things work on the first try. You normally have to spend ages diddling with them, but no, this is surprisingly successful. Okay, there we have it so far. A waterproof tea bag. Now, just needs the tea. Is it just me, or does that tea look a little bit too big? Well, I think that came out surprisingly well. Alright, let's have a review of the 3 we've done. Again, I apologise that I've not done 5. I said I was going to do 5. Even though these are normally edited down to between 5 and 10 minutes, they do actually take a long time to do the actual editing process and things that are a bit more complicated, so I have to cut a lot out, and it is pushing 11 o'clock today, so I don't spend the entire night fiddling with this, and this one's got to be uploaded fairly soon, so I need to get to the editing. Anyway, let's do what we normally do and go back and take a look through. So the first picture we did, I forgot about that. First picture we did is a cap with a magnifying glass on. I'm going to look it up. What's the front bit of a cap called? Bill, brim, or visor? Well, the more you know. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to call it a visor because it's cooler. The visor's been replaced with one that is reminiscent of. I mean, it does look a bit too much like plastic. I did try, so yeah, but I thought, you know, the singed face is just an extra touch. The next one, this is what happens if you don't have a string on your kite. So yeah, I guess the lesson we can all take away from this is don't be a fucking idiot. And then the final one, which was actually going to be the 4th one, as it's in, you know, is a waterproof tea bag. And I think that actually demonstrates the principle quite well, because there is no way that tea bag is going to be of any use to anyone. So as always, thank you for watching this video. Yeah, like and comment, etc. Like, those kind of things are really good for telling which videos are good and which aren't. And subscribe and let me know if the live streaming concept is actually in any way appealing to anyone. And see you next time.